Growing up in West Palm Beach, Florida, Travis Hunter wasn't just another kid with a football. He was different, driven, focused, and above all, electric. From an early age, everyone around him knew he was special, the kind of athlete you don't see twice. At Collins Hill High School in Georgia, Travis didn't just play football, he dominated it. Offense, defense, special teams. Wherever you lined him up, he delivered. As a wide receiver, he made defenders look lost. As a cornerback, quarterbacks learned quickly not to throw his way. By the end of his senior year, Travis was the #1 high school recruit in the nation. A 5-star talent with two-way versatility that hadn't been seen in decades. But just when everyone thought he'd followed the traditional path to a powerhouse school like Florida State, Travis shocked the world. On National Signing Day, he flipped. Live on camera, he chose Jackson State, an HBCU led by none other than Deion Sanders. It wasn't just a commitment to a program, it was a statement that the culture, the legacy, and the vision mattered just as much as the NFL dreams. At Jackson State, he thrived under Coach Prime's mentorship. The moment never looked too big, the lights never too bright, and his commitment to excellence both on and off the field never wavered. He played both ways, just like Deion once did, and left his mark in every game. Then came the move. When Coach Prime left for Colorado, Travis made another bold decision. He followed. Critics doubted whether he could perform in the Power 5. They questioned whether his two-way dominance would translate, whether he could hang with bigger, stronger, faster athletes every week. He answered those questions fast. Week 1, Colorado versus TCU. Travis Hunter played over 100 snaps, caught 11 passes for 119 yards, made a game-changing interception, and put the entire country on notice. He wasn't just good, he was elite. And he didn't need to choose between offense or defense. He was rewriting the blueprint. Week after week, he proved it. Route running like a top-tier receiver, lockdown coverage like a shutdown corner, hustle plays, leadership moments, undeniable toughness. Even after a mid-season injury that sidelined him for a few weeks, he bounced back like a pro. The hunger never left. But with all the talent and accolades, what really set Travis apart was his mindset. See, most players just want to get to the league. Travis, he wanted to change how people think about the game, about what's possible, about what a player can become if they don't let limits define them. He trained like a professional, studied film like a coach, held himself to a standard that was never about highlights, but habits. He was obsessed with perfecting the details: footwork, vision, technique, IQ. Whether it was a rep in practice or a play in a nationally televised game, it mattered. Every single moment mattered. NFL scouts started circling, quietly at first, then loudly. They saw the rarest thing in football, a true two-way threat who could start on either side of the ball and dominate. Some teams imagined him as a shutdown corner. Others dreamed of lining him up in the slot, the backfield, or even on special teams. But there was one franchise watching closely, the Jacksonville Jaguars, a team rebuilding, a team in need of identity, swagger, talent, fire, and they saw everything they needed in Travis Hunter. As the NFL draft approached, the buzz only grew louder. Analysts debated his position, but no one doubted his impact. One by one, big boards shifted, mock drafts adjusted, and suddenly the question wasn't if Travis would go top 5. It was how high.
He was the #1 recruit in the nation. The #1 football prospect
Hunter
in the
becomes
country.
the first 5-star high school football prospect to sign with an FCS team.
Where in the country is?
Travis Hunter
is a special talent, no question about it.
Then came draft night. The stage was set in Las Vegas. The energy, electric. Every mock draft had been analyzed, reanalyzed, and picked apart on sports shows, Twitter threads, and podcasts. But there was still one question that everyone was debating. Where would Travis Hunter land? For months, scouts, execs, and analysts wrestled with the same dilemma. How do you draft a player who breaks the mold? Who plays 2 positions at an elite level? Who doesn't fit a prototype because he is the prototype? Some said he was a cornerback first. Others swore he was a wide receiver with game-breaking upside. But those who really watched him, they knew. Travis Hunter wasn't one or the other. He was both. He was more. And the Jacksonville Jaguars? They weren't afraid to take a swing with the #2 overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter, DB/WR, Colorado. The moment sent shockwaves across the NFL. Some praised the pick, others called it risky, but everyone knew one thing. This wasn't a typical prospect. This was a revolution in cleats. And Jacksonville? They weren't just getting a football player, they were getting a culture changer. A lightning rod. From Duval to Daytona, from high school fields to packed NFL stadiums, Travis Hunter's journey was coming full circle. Now the real test began. Rookie minicamp? He stood out instantly, not with words, with presence, with hunger. While others were easing into the league, Travis was attacking it. Every drill, every rep, every walkthrough, with intensity, like he had something to prove. Because he did. He wasn't just trying to survive the NFL. He came to dominate it. Veterans were skeptical at first. You know how it is. Rookies come in with hype every year, but this one was different. His feet were elite. His IQ was sharp, and his motor never stopped. On defense, he shadowed routes like a 10-year vet. On offense, he created separation with effortless creativity. And in special teams meetings, he was locked in because he wanted to contribute everywhere. The coaches saw it. The locker room felt it. The Jaguars had just drafted more than a player. They'd drafted a movement. Training camp brought the heat, literally and figuratively. Jacksonville in July isn't easy. 95 degrees, humidity like soup, tempers flaring, pads popping. And yet, Travis thrived in the chaos. One-on-ones, he lived for them. 7-on-7, he feasted. In red zone drills, he was a nightmare on both sides of the ball. And every time they tried to test him, every time a veteran thought they could humble the rookie, Travis responded. Not with trash talk, with execution. By the end of camp, he wasn't just earning reps, he was demanding them. The coaching staff had a challenge on their hands. How do you maximize a player who can dominate anywhere on the field? So they made a plan. Cornerback full-time. Offense situationally. Punt return duties optional. But every snap mattered. Every package had purpose. And Travis, he was ready for it all. Then came preseason. Week 1, he picked off a pass on the opening series. Week 2, he returned to punt 47 yards, then caught a 15-yard out route 2 drives later. Week 3, he led the team in defensive snaps, made a touchdown-saving tackle, and nearly housed a pick 6. By the time week 1 of the regular season rolled around, the league had taken notice. The Jaguars weren't hiding him, they were unleashing him. Opening day, TIAA Bank Field was loud. Not just for the team, for the moment. Jacksonville had been through years of heartbreak, close calls, rebuilds that didn't pan out, but this time felt different. They had their quarterback, they had young weapons, and now they had him. Hunter was matched up against a Pro Bowl receiver. Final stats? 3 targets allowed 1 catch, 1 pass breakup, 1 diving interception that sealed the game in the 4th quarter. The stadium erupted. The sideline exploded. The season rolled on. Week after week, Travis made highlight after highlight, locking up WR1s, running crisp comeback routes, returning punts in key moments, blocking downfield, reading QBs like open books. The Jaguars' defense climbed into the league's top 10. Opposing coordinators stopped throwing to his side. On offense, his role expanded. Screens, fades, even lining up in the slot. Each game, he added another wrinkle. And off the field, he stayed grounded. Charities, youth camps, film rooms, a student of the game, a leader by action. Deion Sanders once said Travis could be one of the best ever, and now the NFL was starting to believe it too. By December, people were whispering it louder. Rookie of the Year, All-Pro consideration, Pro Bowl lock, face of the franchise. And through it all, the spotlight, the pressure, the endorsements, Travis never stopped being Travis. A kid from Florida, a product of belief and hard work, a generational talent with a generational mindset. He wasn't chasing cloud, he was chasing greatness. The Jaguars, they had found more than a star. They found a cornerstone, a new identity, a symbol of what's possible. In a league where players specialize, Travis Hunter chose to evolve, to do what hadn't been done in decades, and to do it his way, from college phenom to number 2 overall pick, from underdog to household name, from highlight reel to heartbeat of a franchise. And if you think the story ends here, you haven't been paying attention, because Travis Hunter is just getting started.